Hey, welcome to Torque Wagon. Today I'm going to change out the headlight switch on my Dodge Magnum. It'll work for your Chrysler 300 or your Dodge Charger too. And I'm going to tell you why you might want to do that, even if your headlights are working just fine. Stay tuned. If it's your first time to the channel, I really appreciate you stopping by. If you like the video, go ahead and click the like button, give it that thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to speed with what's going on the channel, I've got lots of videos coming out soon for my new 1971 C10 project truck. It's actually not new. It's my first truck ever. I've had it for over 20 years. I've also got a 1985 Suburban diesel that I'm working on. I've got the Dodge Magnum, of course. I've got a couple things that I'm doing around my house that I also am recording. So if you want to get in on all of that, you better subscribe. I also always forget to say this, but I've got an Instagram account as well. That's just at TorqueWagon, so you can find me there as well. Thanks. So I'm changing my headlight switch for a couple of reasons. First, my headlights were acting all crazy. I'd be driving around and have the headlights on, all of a sudden they'd shut off. And then I'd mess with the switch a little bit, they'd go right back on. Sometimes they would just flicker. I'd have them on, they'd turn off, then on, then off, then on. I'd do all kinds of funky stuff that was just weird. It was getting dangerous because obviously if I have them on, I'm driving at night or in the rain, and they would just shut off. And sometimes I couldn't get them to come back on. I would have to stop, shut the car off, leave it for a few minutes, turn it back on, then turn the switch back on. Sometimes they would only work if the switch was off. So I really didn't want to be driving around with my headlights behaving so erratically. So that's the first reason that I decided to change the switch. I did a little bit of research and found out that what I was experiencing was most likely the headlight switch. So that's why I bought a new switch, decided to change it. The second reason I decided to change the switch was because I think there's a feature here that I'm missing out on. I don't have automatic headlights, but I do have the sensor, the photosensor in the dash in the very front near the bottom of the windshield that cars with automatic headlights have. So my thinking here is that if I buy a switch that has the automatic headlight feature, I will get that feature to just work in my car. So stick around and see if that is the case. Now, some people will tell you that the right way to get this switch out is to get in there with some sort of a flat edge or a blade, like a screwdriver, and there's some tabs in there you can get above, push down, put the right pressure on them, they'll come loose, and you can just pull it out. I've seen that work on some videos. I tried it, and I actually broke some of the tabs. I don't know. Let's see here. Those two seem to be intact, but if you turn this over, I broke the tab off of the bottom of my original headlight switch. Now, if you're changing it out, that's not really a big deal, but you also don't want to scar up this plastic around here. It is pretty flexible, but if you're putting a screwdriver or a knife in there to try and push these tabs down, you get into some trouble with marring up the plastic on the bezel. So I didn't want to, I did that. I of course try things the wrong way first, but I'm going to show you a way today that is actually faster and less likely to damage your dash or your bezel, your switch, any of that stuff. So let's check it out. Now, to do this job the right way, without breaking anything, you just need two tools. Some sort of prying tool. I like to use a plastic one. This is meant for automotive trim, and a screwdriver. So there's a few pieces you need to remove or break loose to get at this switch in a way that's not going to break anything. There's a trim piece right here. First off, it's just held in with two tabs. If you start from the bottom and put gentle pressure on it, you can get it to pop loose, and then you can get your fingers in there. easy, be gentle, and you can pop out the top tab as well. So here's the tabs. You set that to the side. You might notice there's a screw right here. There's a total of 4 screws that you have to take out to do this. That's one. The next screw is underneath the dash. I got my steering wheel all the way up just to get it out of the way. So there's a screw right here. I'll turn it the right way. Screw fell out. Want to keep track of those. Okay. Put that in the cup holder. So now this piece, it's captured by this other trim piece here, but it will come out if you are gentle about it. I like to get my hand underneath the bottom and one on the side, just pull out gently, and it just pops right out. That's as far as that needs to go. Be careful here because the parking brake cable is still connected. From there, you expose 2 more screws that need to be removed. Right underneath the switch. This bezel here is connected by these screws and some tabs to the rest of the dash. So if you get a hold of it underneath and on the side a little bit, you can use your pry tool as well. Making sure to be gentle here too. That will pop loose as well. And I'll get you in closer because that gives us access to the tabs on this headlight switch. You can see the headlight switch here. And usually all you have to do is if you can get your thumb in there on one of the tabs, push down, it will just come out. Then to disconnect the switch, you just need to push that lock over, pull it out. And when you're putting in the new switch, it's just the opposite. This is already the new switch because I've done this already, but then you want to lock it in place. Slide it back into the bezel. Then push everything back in, put all the screws back, and you're done. Okay, I left it purposely dark in here. You can see that's the off position on the switch. That's parking lights, that's headlights. I'll move back here, headlights. Okay. Off, automatic. Now I've left it purposely dark in here in the garage so you can kind of see. When I turn the car on, the headlights should come on. There you go. Now I've tested this more than just in my garage. These automatic headlights work just like you'd expect automatic headlights to work. I think the photosensor in this car is maybe not as sensitive as some more modern cars because sometimes when I think the headlights should come on, they don't. Like if it's just overcast, they won't come on. But maybe I haven't had a car that has automatic headlights in years. So it seems like on our Chrysler Pacifica that has automatic headlights, which is my wife's car. I don't drive it that often. But it seems like they might come on a little more often than mine come on. Anyway, the switch fixed all of the problems I was having with my headlights. It also gave me the automatic headlight feature. And the switch with automatic headlights was $5 or $10 more than the switch that didn't include automatic headlights. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer. I switched it out. It works great. And now I've got automatic headlights. So win-win. So doing this the right way took me about 5 minutes. Honestly, when I was doing it the wrong way, I spent probably 20 to 30 minutes trying to get things to work out and trying to get a straight edge in there to release the clips. If I would have just taken a minute to think about it, pulled the trim off, got it in a screwdriver, I would have had it done a lot faster. So hopefully I can save you some time. Hopefully I can save you from breaking stuff. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked the video. Be sure to remember to click like and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram too. Have a great day.